Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, Dungeon Master. We have Ryan, who is Henwick. We have Austin, who is Erich. We have Bob, who is Kalidan, and we have Nick, who is Jimmy.
Why is my name just so angry?
I just think it's funny that I ran through an entire game as John, and that didn't get anywhere near the level of...
We were all normal dudes in that campaign.
Alright, Olsen, we're gonna kick you down the stairs.
And the reason it angers me is because eventually I did look up the song, but I had to listen to the song, and now I'm mad at you. So I'm always mad at you for the name because of what you made me do.
That sounds great.
You're terrible.
I don't know what song it is.
So
Give me your card.
No. Strongly advise against it.
Great song.
Only in a world where great has a definition other than great. But whatever. Moving on. Last time you did some investigating. You got released from jail. You got put in jail.
I also got released as well.
Yeah, eventually.
After I wasted their time, because I can't
finished
talk.
speaking to the rest of the mining companies under, investigation there.
He talked to the high
Priced
priestess.
some magic items. You got out of jail, and while standing in the jail, you stole people's money.
Yes, I did.
What's the alignment there?
I believe it's neutral. Yep, neutral.
You're clear.
Golden.
You all met up. Bob went over to his inn. Sorry. Kalidan went over to his inn.
We're the same guy.
Yep. Jimmy's in his room, and then Erich is staying with Henwick in his. The three of you at the Drained Cauldron, and you went to bed. Almost leveled up, but not quite. That was session 7. We're now on to session 8. This is the Underland Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and you know it's coming.
Yeah.
So you find yourself by the edge of a pool. A massive cavern. Sort of on a small shore, and the water stretches out away from you. Still, but for almost a rhythmic ring that sort of hits the shore. Every 10 or 15 seconds, a new ring just sort of ramps up. You are met by your bird friends. The raven pulling your shirt, urging you into the water. The dove trying to pull you away. And you wake up.
I thought that was going to turn into a sex scene.
Okay. That'd be very awkward. But
Yeah, I was concerned.
you gonna live?
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's the important part. Okay. Otherwise, Erich, you wake
Yes.
up. In the dark of the room,
The low light of the room.
no, it's dark.
No, it's a light.
No, you can see as if it's a light, but it is dark, and you are aware of that.
Well, yeah, because the light of color. We were at... Was this place an inn?
Yes.
Yep.
Like tavern style inn? Or
Yes.
Inn. I guess we'll do it now to a common room then.
Mm-hmm. Early in the morning, you do probably hear as he gets up and leaves the room, but still quite early. The others of you slowly waking up as the day begins. Slight sounds out in the street. The beginning of daily activity. But slow. Get down to the tavern. There's maybe a couple people sitting in there, but most people have not yet woken this morning. Hear the sound of some cooking beginning from back in the back room, but takes a moment before anyone would greet you if you wait at the bar.
No, I'm loitering around waiting for people to show up.
So you just grab a table and sit.
Yep.
And unless anyone else does anything, it takes...
I remember some of my exploits.
Mm-hmm.
Some that I might have forgotten about.
So you're just sitting there making up stories.
Remembering.
Reminiscing.
But if it was really remembering, why did you do this?
Erich did not.
So, the others of you awake? You do anything else in the morning?
Go get food. Those slugs are particularly good, I hear.
You cross the street over and meet with them?
Yeah, they make the best slugs.
I describe a food to make it a little off-putting, and you've latched onto it real well, haven't you?
Well, I eat snails, and they're delicious, so I imagine slugs are good, too.
I just imagine you have to douse them in salt, and they're like really tiny afterwards.
Oh, no, you like put them in a really good
Well, these are
butter.
from giant slugs, so he's getting basically like thin-cut steaks of slug.
I'm just saying, I like one of those SLT when the slug is nice and lean.
Effectively, I grossed myself out, but not you. Good job, Adam. Good job.
You played yourself.
Yeah.
It's food-based. That's not going to gross me out. It's got to be a bit more were-radish for me to start going out.
Okay, so
So you're just eating a were-rat steak, hair attached.
It's all patchy.
It's the face.
That's how you know it's
Jimmy shows up!
That's how you know
Taking a bite out of that were-rat snout.
that's the best part.
Oh, yeah. The nose is chewy.
You've contracted the disease. It's a way to make him
Spread
realize
it around. Put it,
I go around and just start biting everyone.
put it into the water supply.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the first thing you do when you get lycanthropy? Put it in the local water supply?
Just decide everyone deserves to be a lycanthrope now?
Who doesn't want to boast to their power level?
Doesn't it also come with insanity a lot of the times?
Lala starts freaking out because she's being outcompeted by the horned rat.
Okay, at this point, we're well into the morning. You guys are all together at the table.
Like, okay, what is on our agenda today?
I don't know.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, now that we've managed to all come back together, I say we go and deal with the Chul until we can get a better lead on Uncle Argyle.
Well, shouldn't we finish up the Minor Mindco stuff?
No.
What,
No.
Not right now. It can be waylaid.
Okay. It felt time sensitive of, to get the revenge and or investigation.
I've played a lot of video games. They're never time sensitive. You can come back at the end of the game and take care of it.
Given that whatever this hasn't been like a major recent event, I don't think we're dealing with like cold leads or anything.
No, some of our leads have already literally gone cold, like the old lady not knowing exactly who took it.
Oh yeah, but that's her own sort of issue. We couldn't have really prevented that given the time we were dealing with. So the things that would be time sensitive we're basically already past that.
Okay.
He wants to deal with this one!
Unless you think it can be completed quickly.
Well, most of the investigations are already done. We already have, like, the two major suspects.
Punish both of them, collect major rewards.
Unless we want to, I mean, we could just punish both of them and give what information we have over to them of why we think it's in, but we've never got any concrete evidence.
Yeah. Unless you think we've got like a lead on where we could just find one of the cages that they transported, or like some direct paperwork that shows that they were involved. Because you've been talking to people and you haven't gotten any sort of like witness testimony to the acts.
Well, I've also been trying to be subtle and not just come out, hey, do you know if you did this to this group? Mm-hmm. I felt that might be tipping my hand a little much.
I mean, good enough for Batman.
I can't Batman
Well,
this game. I'm mute.
Well,
So wonderful.
you have been going around being subtle. Have you been able to narrow down maybe who would be the best person that we could intimidate for information?
Probably someone from the big company that's in bigger trouble. If we could, find one of their, stake them out, find one of their higher ones, and have maybe the flamboyant Spider-Man and his muscled companion come up and have a little chat with him.
That's you, right?
You're the flamboyant Spider-Man, aren't you?
And Ryan's his muscled companion.
No.
Brawn. Highest strength in the group.
Yes.
Well, he may not look it, but
What are you talking about? He's got the strength. He totally looks it. He's buff as heck.
Just put these gloves
it
on
did not
after.
affect the physical appearance of him.
Supernatural.
But yeah, I would say that would be our next step is to corner one of them, see if we can get the information. And that could probably take a day. I was in that one enough to know who the higher ups are, right?
Some of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do the two of you think? Go after the minor mind code stuff and get money, or actually go after the Chul and maybe figure out some of the whatever mysterious stuff going around?
Well, Argyle's obviously more important to my character than money. However, the gamer in me says, "Go after the money, you fool." So I'm gonna have to vote for Argyle. Not happy about it.
Whatever Jimmy found through divination that he's in a hole somewhere.
I pantomimed that we're all in a hole, aren't we?
Yes.
And what do you think?
I'm good with you.
You're the deciding vote right now. You can't just neutral on this.
All right, I'm with you.
Roll a
fellas.
dice.
Just, oh brother, where are you your way out of this problem? All right, I'm with you, fellers. I know I made my D20 so I can roll my pantomiming check. I rolled a 1. You don't know what I meant by we're all in a hole.
Well, what I'm saying is we could probably get this done within a day or so.
Yeah, if you
Versus
think,
it would be a couple days travel to get back to the pools and stuff like that.
yeah, if you
And
think we
then
can
we could
complete
get-
it quickly, then I don't mind
Yeah.
us taking care of that first.
So I'll go watch them, see if I can find out where one of them lives, and see if we can't just waylay them on their way home.
So at this point, you are basically sticking out. And which company was this specifically?
The one with the financial problems.
Okay, so the lower one that is not a shop. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're down there, and you're just sort of staking it out. That does put you awkwardly close to the jail. You're just staking somewhere out.
Mhm.
A legal center, because they are still dealing with this whole mess. There are still people that are regularly being let out.
One dude's real upset that his money's missing.
No, they went out not too long after you. They were in your general cell area.
Yeah, and
And so,
frankly, if need be, I'll just sit, lean against the wall, play with Monica, just look like I'm hanging out.
You're not hanging out. You're lawyering.
Make a luck check.
Natural 20. So
No one bothers you. Fine. Fine.
19.
Yeah. I was gonna say they would kick you out normally, but they're busy.
Staking out. Is that going to be a? How long do you think that'll be?
Well, probably a day.
Okay. I was just wondering if we needed to be at the ready, or if you think that it would be an all-day thing potentially.
He is assuming that he is waiting until the person goes home.
Okay.
He wants to follow them home. He is probably accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So what do the rest of you do?
I'm going to visit the lady at the ranch again.
You head on over to Bug Ranch.
Why do you keep coming here? I don't have any more information. They bought bugs. I don't know who. I'm a cash business.
Okay, so after you finish your investigation. Thank you, made it very easy for me.
I wanted to talk to her.
Yeah. What are the you do? Was very Porky Pig of me. What do the pair of you do?
Oh, me? I got distracted by those.
I don't blame you. It was pretty distracting.
Probably shouldn't go and rob
Not twice.
It's just like chaotic slider.
No, I need more money so I can see in the dark.
No, we're trying to get a payout. That's what this is.
I go hang out with the dwarf.
Okay.
I don't want anything. I just stand there and watch him.
What do you know?
Everyone's copying my loitering skills.
Hey, I'm learning with purpose.
I have to put them to such high work. Shoot, I have no idea what this minor Mindco stuff going on is.
I'm glad when you put your phone on vibrate, you said it 2 inches from the microphone.
Everyone knows that.
Hey, it's for its pleasure. When was the last time you gave your microphone a good vibrate?
To be fair, I don't believe I ever have.
No wonder it's so finicky.
Do I know where any of these mining companies are?
Yes, I would have gone over in detail where each of them are over our summation breakfast.
Nick went over there and cleaned all the buildings real good.
And do I know which one you're taking out?
Yes.
And do I know the other one that's suspicious?
It was the other small one with the angry dude. They gave me a lot of good rates and delivery stuff, but one of their people seemed suspicious.
Wasn't that the competitor badmouthed them?
Yes, but...
Okay. Just make sure. Just make sure I'm thinking of the right one.
Yeah. He seemed suspicious. He wasn't my top priority. That's why I went towards the other one.
Then I'll go and I'll find a bar near that workplace. Whatever bar is nearest that location.
Geographically speaking?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, if somebody was leaving that work and wanted to go drink, they would most likely go
No,
to the closest place.
closest to the name.
Alphabetically.
Alphabetically closest.
Okay, so you go back down to the... There's one that's only one letter off. It's just the next town over.
For some reason the workers are really into alphabetical. Like, why do we always come here to drink? It's not even a good bar. But alphabetically,
It's so close.
it's pretty close.
When did the drow become Modrons?
Modrons would probably... So you would first arrive. Yeah. So, of course, he offers to sell things by handing you a piece of paper and a pen.
Like, no, I'm just here to hang out, lift heavy stuff. Oh no, I'm bored. Everywhere else seems to get me in trouble, so I'm just going to sit here quietly.
He pauses for a bit, kind of confused, similar to what I just did.
I offered to lift heavy
I know! He'll see how it goes. You make your way out to 2 old ladies.
Yep. She around?
They go up to her.
She's locked in laboratory.
13.
13?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, howdy. And, I was wondering, for, your service, how much would it cost in order to have you acquire and actually store a particular creature for somebody, if I wanted one, prospectively?
What creature?
Are you limited on what you can get?
Drastically.
You can't
If you want a
order dragon.
deer, yeah, no, I can get you a deer.
That's not even crossing her mind. She doesn't even know what that is.
Well, you handle dangerous animals, or dangerous creatures, right?
Semi-dangerous, particularly if small and manageable, and easily within a cage that can be picked up.
Yeah. Well, would you be able to? Would I know the creature? I mean, it's like, would you have access, or would you be able to get a carrion crawler?
I'm pretty sure it's undead, ain't it?
No.
No?
No, it eats corpses.
Yeah, it's like a slug thing.
Delicious.
I'm just here to destroy your bodies.
No.
What's
She probably doesn't know what it is.
What's the CR of
It
that?
doesn't matter.
Oh.
The difference is it's size large.
Oh, okay.
That is not small and easy to fit in a pickup bag.
As long as I can pick it up. You have to oh, what's it like? This big! Now you have to move to...
Hey, bigger than your house. What about one of them? No. Did you not listen? No. I feel like you didn't pay attention when I just said that.
Okay. I wasn't sure what the size of the carrying collar was.
Large.
Okay. So then I just asked her for some general tips about monster husbandry, how she stores and takes care of dangerous creatures.
Make sure
She will give general tips on securing them. Much more than that, she is pretty much, mum. She'll let you know how to keep them from escaping. The kind of thing she's used to telling anyone that buys one. But as far as actually taking care of and breeding and any of that kind of thing, trade secrets.
Okay. Oh, and
You find yourself in a bar.
Yep.
It's pretty slow. It's the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Find yourself a barkeep kind of walks up. What do you have?
Oh, I'll have things that get you drunk.
What about those? Any more picky than that?
No. I'm going to give him 1 gold and, him just,
Open me a tab.
just keep going. I'm here to
Put down a deposit rather. But
I'm here to do a thing.
Which is
Well,
get
it's
you
slow,
drunk.
so he'll bring you out a drink.
I don't
And
want
he'll
to be...
bring out himself one, and he'll sort of sit next to you. There's maybe only one other person in there.
You bought him a drink.
Whatever.
He doesn't know whether he did or not. He'll wait until later. But at the very least,
Man, I'm just a
he
dude.
knows he should
I'm
know.
a dude wearing spiders just throwing gold around.
You don't look like you're from around here.
Oh, I'm a new arrival.
Oh, dear Lord.
Well, what brings you to these
Oh,
parts?
that's a bad question. That guy has never made a worse mistake than me.
Hey, what are you talking about? My stories are great, and they're fun, and they're amazing.
And occasionally get you sent to jail.
Like once. Well, that you guys know of.
Somehow I
I'm
got
sure
that
it's
in
been
the
many
round.
more times.
Right, I mean, sometimes stories get away from you. It's no big deal. I did not accidentally once admit to killing a king that had just died.
By murder.
That wasn't me.
But there was that time you admitted to killing the king that was in good health.
Yeah, that was kind of...
Eventually it got sorted out, but...
They thought I was a doppelganger for a while. Made a huge fuss. Oh no, I don't know, I don't know where to start. I could start with how I came to be down here. Before that, I was quite the traveler. I could talk about my adventures since I've been here. I've seen things that, would boggle the mind.
Like the hook horn and a couple bugs.
I've seen a cow. On the roof of a
How about
cotton house.
caverns so vast that the darkness itself seems alive? Filled with monstrosities so abhorrent that they can masquerade as people you thought you once knew.
We are literally there. That's what this place is.
Nah,
So you have fun.
yeah, we'll tell some stories. Hand it up. I'm totally. I had a bad interaction with the Mighty Mind Co. Not going to focus on it, but I'm going to slip that in every now and then. And I'm trying to find it.
What did they do? They're a small mining company. What
They
could they do
are
to
a
you?
small mining company, but, sometimes...
They're just not big enough business.
Yes. Hey, you give a guy a quote, right? You make a deal, you want this for this amount, and they come back and they give it to you, but now they're asking for other things. But it's like, now you can't do it. You've already hired them. You need the stuff, so you can't go and get somebody else, and now you're just stuck paying out for it. It's unprofessional is what it is. Anyway,
He finishes his drinking, soda gets up. I do not get how one small company can cause hassle for so many people. Oh, so you lost that.
Let's go do it. You go to this.
No. The better point is that now we can take revenge on Vic for sabotaging their business. That's another $1,000 gold.
But that's the point. As I spend the rest of the day, we grouse up about this and that. We come over, chat, see if I can. Maybe he could suggest another mining company that's a little more reputable. That sort of thing. I'm going to gather some information.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Reputable.
You sit around and are bored. You play your harmonica. People leave you alone. You make no money. Okay,
I'm practically invisible.
He's mastered the art of standing so still. Harmonica. Invisible.
I played the harmonica so slow.
It must have been rats.
You're hanging out there. How helpful do you intend to be?
Quite helpful.
Presumably, you don't have any smithing.
That is correct.
Yeah, I was like, I'm presuming that you did not have that proficiency. Otherwise, I guess that would just be. I guess for the offer you made, I'll just let it be a straight up strength check.
Oh dear. I rolled a 3. So 6. Why am I taking one strength check for the entire day?
Because you strained your back that first lift, just straight with the back. Up and twist! Up and twist!
Unless it's a saving throw, in which case the number would be 8. But no, it's a 6.
Technically, it's a strength-based smithing.
I have athletics.
That's not proficiency with smith
I'm not
tools.
smithing, I'm carrying stuff.
Yep, you're doing smith's work. That includes carrying stuff.
I'm just saying, if it's within my carrying capacity, I shouldn't be doing a strength check on it. This is dumb. I'm not happy. I'm pleased. Really, you guys?
I dropped my water. Well, he just throws water bottles around. What am I going to do?
Ban
panicked.
all beverages.
Yeah, I really should. I really got to do it.
Well, if all beverages are banned, there's nothing that says we can't start drinking beer.
How is that not a beverage?
Because you've made the requirements unreasonable, so now I can do what I want. That's how laws work, right?
No. So, Ryan, you were asking another question there.
Oh, I was just going to ask her what her standard rate for a single creature would be.
What creature?
I just asked generically. I'd say throw out an example.
Yeah, no. She'll say, for some of the smaller things, they start at, 50, 60 gold, depending on condition and health. Some of the things that she's had at times go for hundreds, but most things.
I'm going to go to the upper area where the library used to be.
Okay, you make your way back to town.
Yep.
And you,
I smooze.
yeah, what? He doesn't really know about any other mining companies. They're really the only one he's heard much about.
Who's talked about them?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. I'll finesse it out of him.
Death check.
Doesn't really know, but it's, some lady was quite talking about it as she got drunk, maybe a month-ish, a little more ago. She seemed quite upset about it, but never really get a finger on what they'd even done to her, but She was mad at him.
Well, now I have to hear this. Considered my own personal satisfaction and vindication, but I cannot bear a story untold. You wouldn't happen to know this kind woman, would you?
Not really. Comes in maybe occasionally, not a huge amount of the time.
Well,
Comes in.
It's not a matter I will delve too deeply. Perhaps I'll be lucky and fate will share her with me tonight.
I'm glad that you know exactly how that's going to roll.
And it's like,
What did I do?
temperature.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
Flashing is red. Want to make yourself another strength check?
Natural 20. It's 23. I'm still annoyed that it's a strength check, though I'm happier with the results. On principle, I am still displeased. Obviously,
Consider it noted.
Obviously, I'm keeping the 20.
Consider it noted.
Just not happy about it.
Yep. You make your way back into town to the mid-upper level.
Mm-hmm. What's the area look like as I approach it?
Are you specifically approaching the library?
Yes.
They have a fair bit more ability for passage to go through. They have people more or less able to go through in both directions at once. But it is sort of all of a sudden from a loose open street, there's an area where it's sort of you file into a line going one way or the other way, and they're trying to keep it as they're still investigating and clearing rubble.
Whatever, is there a officer or traffic warden or something around?
There's a few guards.
Okay. Alright, I'll go ahead and approach one of the guards who'd be around the library.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask him, would you be able to, has any of the stuff in the library been salvaged or moved anywhere? Or any of the people who work there? Is there a place that they're using temporarily that you could direct me to?
Then it could maybe bomb. Where'd you put all the stuff that I didn't get last time?
Oh. He's not that immediate suspicious. I wouldn't have gone there if you wouldn't have said it. So I'm going to let that part slide. But he kind of looks, he's like, very little was recovered. Fire was utilized to destroy whatever they were attacking.
No, I didn't know if
But anything else has been, that we have been able to salvage is being locked away at this point.
I see. So there's not like a temporary place that stuff's being sent to or anything?
No.
Okay. Very unfortunate. Well, thank you, officer. Guard.
No. The line is: the structure was destroyed. Thousands of books. Many people died.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
There's not a second place where I can get books, and that's unfortunate.
That makes sense to me.
Little sociopathic, but okay.
No, just lawful neutral.
He likes him some books. It makes perfect sense. I read 4 books today. I'd be very upset if all the books disappeared.
Say, I didn't figure anybody died. I figured there's only ever one person in there.
No.
Oh.
Probably 50, 80 people that died.
Ah. I didn't even realize there were that many people in the library.
It's a massive structure.
I didn't
but
get
There
that.
were many more injured. There were.
How many books per person are we counting?
I figured the one wizard lady got out and the books just exploded.
No. She was one of many people that was in there.
Okay. Different perspective on
Yes.
this.
Did she die? Because if she died, she would want you to know that she wanted me to have her spell book.
That was also burned up in that fire.
Hey, spell books are protected from a lot of that stuff. They might have been okay.
Second grimoire that she kept. She wanted to give it to me.
Where do you venture from there?
Well, I've got the kind of minor tax information. I don't imagine that the society is big enough that we would be afforded such jobs as a financial analyst. So I'll skip that.
I believe the taxmen were just randomly chosen, given fake names, and told, go figure it out.
Yeah, they were like, you're Agent 3, you're Agent 2, you're Agent 1. Go in, and these are your fake names when you put it on the report.
There's a lot more to it than that, but you wouldn't know, so yeah, you could assume what you... Because it's also all very much things that they keep as secrets.
Yeah. I'm going to... Well, let's see, how much money do I actually have on me? Okay. I'm going to go to my room, and I'm going to set 10 gold in whatever, like, a nightstand or something. Go ahead and leave it there, and then I'm going to go down to the lower district.
How much money do you have total?
On me now?
Yeah.
7 gold.
Okay. I was wondering if this is, you have hundreds of gold and you're just secretly holding away 10, or, okay, no, you're putting more than half of your money into a safer spot. Okay, so you do that. Bob, you need a strength check.
20.
20? By the end of the day, he does comment that you're pretty slow at the start. You manage to pick up as you get there.
Second win.
It may seem small to you, but you get 3 gold for your day's work.
I knew I could find a way to make money.
It's incredibly small amounts doing normal manual labor.
I will nickel and dime my way.
But it's not necessarily at a small place, so it's still decent money for what that could be. And
for a regular person, that's really good money.
Yeah, it is. And you did not go to a lowly shop. And but yeah, no.
And he's mainly giving this to you because he figures he's eventually going to get this 3 gold back.
He is wrong.
Oh, to be fair, he'll also sell up some of the things. He just, when you're around, you're not sure if he's talking more because you're there, or if he just always talks about the things he's working on and the ideas he has.
What's funnier is when someone walks in the shop and there's now this 7-foot-tall giant of a man, bearded, bald, just big dude standing there looking at them, not saying anything as they haggle.
Just behind him.
Maybe next time we'll do charisma checks. I'm sure you'd love that.
I have 10 charisma.
I know. You make your way down into the lower district. Do anything specific? You see him pass.
I make no acknowledgement.
I'm going.
You may or may not have seen him. He was
invisible.
I'm just going to be going around talking to people in the lower district to see if they know any about rivalries between the mining companies, or if they've seen suspicious activity at this particular time with crates of animals.
Being that specific, I'm going to have it be a luck check.
Oh, what?
A luck check.
Versus investigation?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Because he could investigate, but he's not. But it's purely based on luck to whether he even finds, if there is even anyone down here that happens to have that information.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to assume the investigation, he did everything he possibly could. It's really was just down to luck. did you get up to? You know, you're Henwick. You know that.
Yeah, what about it?
Just making sure you knew yourself again. I mean, you had a bad couple of years, didn't you?
Well, yeah. What
Kicked
could
out
you-
of the city?
Kicked out of the city? What for?
Why else would you be slumming around these parts?
Oh, no.
I mean, I wouldn't be here. I mean, you know what I got into,
I
right?
literally am right here.
So they don't literally give me
This
a
is
choice.
not the city, by the way.
Yeah.
And you're speaking to a deep gnome.
Oh, okay.
Just the fact that they know anything of your background should... yeah.
Nope, that
it's-
didn't come true. You needed to say that.
To any of you, it shouldn't happen. I don't care.
That's hurtful.
And then he's like, no, I'm currently working. What can you tell me what's been going on?
No, nothing been here.
What are you doing?
Little deep on the eye ink. He does have deep black eyes. So, you know, ended up parting town. They don't care much around here, though, so I get away with as I please.
I'm a drug addict. How you been?
It's Narfalu, and you knew him as having a bit of a reputation. But hadn't, I guess, necessarily known he'd just flat out, you know... He's disappeared at times, but the fact that he, I guess, left and just stayed here is probably beyond.
You've never seen him mid-binge.
Yeah.
Well, I go ahead and ask him if how recently he got here, and if he's heard anything.
Not quite a year, but getting close to it.
Okay. I ask him whether or not he's heard anything about the mining company competition or any backhanded deals. No.
No, I don't imagine mine's a very big business.
Well, he's obviously a drug addict because obviously minor major business.
Yeah. So what have you seen?
Nothing. His eyes are jet black.
Is he blind? Does the drug make him blind?
No.
No.
Gives him the improved dark vision.
More than that.
Gives him extra action points.
I guess that would be an Arcana check.
It lets him access his Pip-Boy whilst jumping.
Arcana 22.
22? Yeah. Eye Ink is a drug that gives you short-range vision into the Shadowfell. But yeah.
Why would anyone want that?
Dude, it's so tricky.
I mean, if it gave you short-range vision into the Feywild, then you get sort of a happy trip. But I have to imagine the Shadowfell's just full of your horrors.
This is like the group of people who like to go watch horror movies. They just make bad life choices. You want to go watch a horror movie? No. How about I just go kick the corner of a dresser? That seems more pleasant.
Have you ever kicked the corner of a dresser? That's not... Oh, sarcasm. Never mind. I got it. I was just a little slow on the upkeep, but I got it. We're good.
Would it work better if I said, why don't I put a toothpick underneath my toenail and kick the corner of the dresser?
No!
Would you understand what I meant then?
You're a masochist.
I would not be a sadist.
No, masochist.
He's causing him harm.
Oh. Well,
yeah, in this scenario.
yeah.
And
But
that-
in the story, he would be doing it to himself, so...
Well, it's better to watch a horror film.
Either way, masochist.
To be fair, some horror films aren't bad.
Yeah, it's true. Beauty and the Beast was pretty good.
Well, like all the Leprechaun movies.
I like the Ghost Ship.
I don't watch any of those because they're horror films, and I would rather... I don't think I need to
asked
go over
him-
this
I
again.
asked him what he
about
has
watching
seen.
horror films.
Jason Todd in space.
I mean, I know the leprechaun went.
But things are pretty calm around here.
It's ridiculous.
You can venture out into the caverns. And there's beasts beyond there. There's also some things of quite interest. If you were to make your way to the upper districts, they get a little.
What are you talking about?
The upper district.
Well,
They
the-
get a little explodey.
The cities. There's a city here in both lands. There's 2 communities.
What have you seen of the other?
Definitely a lot crueler people, but they don't know I'm there. Some of the architecture moving upwards, it's astounding. It's downright magical.
Oh, where's the highest point in the other town?
Oh, I can't see. I mean, the city just overlays. I'm sure it goes up to the top of the city, but I mean,
He's the highest.
I can only see.
What do you see around here?
There's no one around here. It's not too close to us. If I really... And he sort of steps another 5 feet towards you. If I get this close, you're completely gone. But he kind of steps back to about 10 feet away. But I've got normal place here, about this far.
Do they know about you?
Not most of them. But the ones that do, well, they know if I did or not, so better be aware. If you ever want to be cautious, I know someone that can help.
Who?
His drug dealer.
Yeah. It is obviously his drug dealer.
Yeah, well, so who can help you?
But yeah, he'll kind of let you know where to go.
Okay, I write down notes of how to find
Yeah,
drug
and they're
dealers.
down here. And you kind of get the feeling that the way the guards behave, it's more of the you stay down there and we don't really care. They police people coming up, not so much what they do while they're down there.
Well,
Go down there on a hobo murder spree as long as no one runs up towards the city. No one cares.
I'm thinking to myself, and it's like, is this some guy whose family would want me to grab him and bring him back?
Probably not. Probably some guy's family would rather assume he wandered off and died.
Even telling him he's still alive and doing drugs is like, aw.
So,
He was wearing biker shorts and nothing else last I saw him, so just live with that mental image.
like, well, you've seen further, but I would say that you should probably think about cleaning yourself up and.
Well, good luck.
I can't just do that. It's too dangerous.
I think that you might be getting paranoid.
I might have an active reason to be so. Yeah, lovely conversation with a perfectly sane individual.
Well, I whatever. Basically tried to tell him that if he cleans himself back up and gets himself clean, that he might be able to actually make something of himself and go back and contribute to the deep gnomes. But if he chooses to stay
They'd
down,
want me back anyways.
like if you choose to stay down here, that's your choice. But it's also going to be your failing.
So the guy heads out of work for the day.
Mm-hmm. Stealthily follow him.
Make a stealth check.
21.
Okay. So you do not have a comical end to your day. Make a luck check.
How badly could that go?
You need DC 18.
I got a 12, so I do not have a +6.
Nope.
I
Okay.
have +3.
Well,
I have a 15.
some other folks do come in. You can still enjoy your time, but the person that he has spoken of does not appear to have come through as the evening progresses.
Any of the other patrons know of that person?
You can try and figure that out later. So you, follow your way up. He goes up to, yeah, no, he's making his way up to Queen's Eyes, and at a certain point ends up, he's waiting in the line, passing in front of the
Bombad
library.
Church?
Yeah, library. It's not a church, it was a library that was destroyed. But,
You put at least like 7 or 8 people back and line up.
yeah, slowly make your way through, and ends, and he picks his pace up, going a little further down, and eventually back into what, from this part of the street, really just appears as an alley. You need another stealth check.
+4, 12.
So there's a point where you know he sees you, but you think that you've been good enough up to this point that he hasn't managed to connect you with that you followed him.
Yeah.
But there is definitely a point
guy that's behind him. Huh.
Yeah.
It's like, multiple
But-
times,
Yeah.
he's like,
Oh,
oh,
there's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. And you are, at this point, close enough that you can see the house that he goes into on sort of the a further back row behind some of the structures there on this level.
Look around, see, map out where I think this time tomorrow. It's like, is there a lot of people on this road? Is it sort of quiet?
It's actually very quiet, because at this point it's very difficult for people that are coming back here for just basically no reason to get back here.
Mm-hmm. And did you say he went through a very secluded alley to get over to his house?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we want to set up an ambush in the very secluded alleyway for us tomorrow night coming home.
Why would we do that? He's already in his house.
Because breaking into a house is a lot more disturbing and other stuff versus just wailing a guy on the street.
Well, I figured if he's asleep, we'd probably be able to take him unless he...
He might have family or other people in his household. The other way, we know he's alone.
Yeah, you probably should just stick around and see if he's got family in the house.
Yeah. I'll hide out in this alley and watch a little more.
Then you get another stealth check.
19.
Okay. It's like, well, then you get an opportunity for your first failure to matter. So the evening is young. What do you do?
Am I still getting drinks?
Yeah.
I don't give them any more money.
But most people are just now showing up, just beginning to drink.
Yeah.
You've been here like 7 hours, slow nursing beers.
Yep. It's an acquired skill. I should tell you about the one time I had a drinking contest with the King of the Giants. Crazy.
Drinks so slow because he talks so much.
Is the bartender tired of it yet?
No.
Dude, I paid a gold. He's not tired of me at all. I'm a fancy man with lots of money. He'll tolerate me. Yeah, I'll just start, I'll wait for it to get a little busier before I start pumping information, see if anybody knows about some lady who had this
You wait.
kerfuffle with the Mine Co. Yeah, I gotta wait for people to get a little buzz in them so they don't get asking so many questions. Make that persuasion check easy.
Yeah, no, that's specifically what I was kind of wondering if you were going to do. You played your cards well.
I finished up my time in the lower district and head back to the tavern.
Okay.
All right, I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
I go back to the tavern.
Yeah, he basically gets to the point where he's not supposed to be making sound. He'll kind of make remarks about that. It's like, I have to stop working for the day.
Not like a proper dwarven hold. Hammering all day, every night. Can't go to sleep without it. Had to build a machine. Bangs hammer on a piece of metal just so I can sleep.
I'm shocked they even have time to make children.
They do pretty well on a submarine, though.
Yes, they have so many of those.
Oh, right, because the Navy doesn't let people sleep.
It's a problem.
But you go back to the tavern or your inn?
My
So you're alone at your tavern.
Alright. Pocket my money.
But is it there?
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That was not very suspenseful.
Yeah, I could have gone to someone else and then, yeah. But I didn't really want him to think that I had done something that much of a jerk, so.
What are you talking about? I've broken into many a home when I was playing Baldur's Gate where they just left 10 gold lying around, and that was my money now.
Yeah, no red handprint.
Gold is always whoever finds it.
In this locked house.
Make
After
a
that
perception
killed the
check.
owner.
19.
You do gather that there are some other people in the house other than just him.
Okay. Once I gather that, I'll head on back.
And some people, as the evening progresses, do start to get a little more tipsy.
Yeah. Then I start out, we'll trade some stories. And I'll use all my experience in WoW to try and very not blatantly ask information about the lady who had a problem with Mindco. Because the bartender was telling me about this lady. And I just had to hear the rest of the story. He didn't hear it.
Persuasion with advantage.
I do need it. I'll take that natural 20.
He still needs the full number.
That's a 26.
Thank you. What are you talking about?
The bartender mentioned some lady who had some run-in with the minor Mindco. And it just sounded like a story I had to hear.
Like when? What, were they beating up on her?
Like a month ago.
Oh, that broad. Oh, yeah, no, she's cheating on her husband with the freaking guy. She's just pissed at him. She's just pissed at him because he doesn't give her what she wants. She's
So she's the wife of the minor Mindco guy?
No. She's the wife of this guy. He's a couple buildings over. He's
Alphabetically.
Oh. And
I don't
she
know.
was
Grumpy.
cheating on him with the minor Mindco guy.
yeah, but she's mad. I wanted more. Damn, all you got is I. She's.
Well, that
And
is...
she's a bad person anyway. She shouldn't be doing that. She gets what she deserves. I don't know.
Which is apparently not gems, but iron.
What, some Handor?
No, she's not here. And I shouldn't bad things happen
How
to
is
bad
it-
people, right?
How does the dude who doesn't drink speak perfect drunk? This is really weird for me. I've
That's
been in
fine.
many a bar where the old man tried to tell me a story sound just like that.
Thank you.
It's the power of D&D.
Yes, but
Just
we've
draws
seen him
you
be
in.
British.
Draws you in.
He can't even do, like, normal American accent without losing control wildly. Yet drunk,
It's fine.
nails it on its head, never been drunk once.
It's fine.
I've been drunk once.
Exactly.
I think so.
Well, you know what? I trade him some really good stories, some crazy stories. About the time I was in a drinking contest with the King of Giants.
You already told that one?
Not to him.
Nope, I referenced it. I never told that story. You see, it all started when there was these giants, and they were really upset at the nearby kingdom because something with princesses. I don't know. So they hire me to go and talk to the guy. I'm thinking, like, why me? I'm not an adventurer. But, they're paying money, so I take it and I go. And I go to the Giants, and the Giants' first thing is, why are you trying to, bust in here and attack us? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just here to drink. And so I bring some wine out, and he basically, it's like a teacup for him. So he just downs it, and then we drink some of his wine, and it's good, like really good. Like apparently Giants make amazing booze.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but it was great. And we just kept drinking, and then before I knew it, it was 5 days later. At some point, the kingdom had been basically destroyed. I have no idea what happened. But me and the Giants, we got along great.
I don't believe it. That's pretty astounding. I mean, you did that, and the barkeep was saying when I was telling him earlier that you were the guy who figured out how to make thread out of gold.
Yeah. It's a trick you got to do. See, what you got to take the thread. You need a special loom. It's all about the loom work. See, you can't just use a normal loom. It's got to be made of really good wood. And the whole point is, it's a song you got to sing the whole time. And if you sing a song, and you sing it just right. Well, I can get it about half the time. It's really hard because you don't just have to know the song; you also got to sing it just right.
Like you gotta be like good at that.
Yeah, and it's
not good at that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Also, I love the fact that he's so interested in turning gold into string. Because he said that backwards.
Whatever. The story
The thing is, he's just going with whatever the story is. Yeah.
Should we just do a
just
video
really
of
wants
Vic trying to
stone cloth.
improv stories off of weird prompts?
It's a hard. It's a difficult song. But if you're good at it, yeah, it's great. I maybe like another hour or so, and then I work my way out.
Okay. And so you went back to the tavern. You met up with Henwick.
Mm-hmm. Describe the area where I plan to ambush them. Say I'd like to get Erich maybe made up to hide his identity and stuff.
Okay, so he'd be the face, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like something that'd be simple enough for us to do.
Yeah.
He could cover himself up with his magical cape or something.
Yes. Just black that out.
Yes, nobody will recognize me if I change my face. I'm still wearing the same ostentatious cape. Totally.
Where'd you get that cape? I
Stole it. Stole it from this guy who's a...
He had a bad look to him. I knew he was up to no good. So I knew it was okay to do.
Yes. Just where to grab him and hold him. I figured between those two things we could box him in with a web.
And I could definitely pull that off.
Yeah. You'd be on the other side. You'd come in, web behind him, then have Erich and Bob. Kalidan. I wanted to go with Cormac, but I believe that's a seasoning brand.
McCormick.
McCormick. Okay.
Yeah, Kalidan Stonecutter. He's used the name more than once.
Yes.
This is Stoneheaded, though. He changed it for this one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Stonecutter is my Dwarven name.
Yes. And then ask him some questions about... I figure lead in very broad, see what he'll cop to. It's like, we know what you did. Kind of describing. It's like, admit it. See what he cops to.
Cold read him.
Yeah, cold read him. Let's see what, if he cops to anything else, then get more specific.
So you hang out in the bar for an hour, or maybe two, before Erich shows up.
Drunk.
Please.
Definitely buzzed.
I'm
Strongly
barely
buzzed.
drunk.
Strongly
That
buzzed.
that like week I spent with the Giants really bumped my tolerance.
That's not a real thing that happened.
I'd like you to prove me wrong.
I tell stories, I get stat bonuses.
If only. So many bonuses. No, I go and let you know. It turns out that the wife of the guy of the mining company over there was having an affair with the Mighty Micro guy. And apparently those two had a falling out because he wasn't giving her enough money because all he had was iron.
Makes sense.
And she wanted gems and stuff.
Jewelry. It's called jewelry. She
It's
wasn't
not
a
what Drunk Guy said. That is not what Drunk Guy said.
She wasn't a prostitute.
She wanted cash.
And he just kept giving her more iron. Wait, you own a mining company too. Just sell it.
Hey, honey, where is all this extra iron keep coming from? Shut up.
Does it help the business?
But there we go. We got a motive on that guy.
Okay.
I'm breaking my back here bringing in this iron.
But I also tell you about the other one I want to check out tomorrow night. Then once we know his story, we can decide if we go after both of them, or which one.
One of them brought the rust monsters, the other one brought the Sturges.
It is possible whoever did it should have known those two don't work together.
And the third guy let it happen, so he should
Two
get
crews in
punished.
the night just went up to each other and go, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Sabotaging the minor Marco.
Like, you want to get drinks later? Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could.
Who are you hired by? Minor Mind Co.
Don't worry about it.
So do you do anything with the information about the place tonight, or are you holding that all off until tomorrow?
Tomorrow night when he's coming home, it's the best time to strike.
You didn't want to grab him during his morning commute?
Michael, remember, it's dark time all the time.
Yeah.
It's always nighttime. And if he goes through the same secluded alley...
We could. We could definitely set up there in the morning and see if he comes, but I don't know when he goes into work.
Well, was he already at work when you went there?
Did I see him enter or not?
You did not.
Yeah.
So, before then.
So, short rest?
That time would still be around...
Really go to
7-8 hours from now.
Yeah.
I already went to sleep.
Well, we gotta wake up early so we can actually get there before he's up and about.
Yeah. We can get up early and try to see if we can cut him off there. Before I go to bed,
And tell
Drink a
people,
bunch of water.
Tell people that they need to get disguises.
well, I have a disguise kit. And disguise kit proficiency.
Doesn't it take like 2 hours to get this guy's correct, though?
Well, not if I just want to make him not look like him. If I'm trying to make him look like someone specific, yeah.
But if he wants to, like, put on a hat and a
Feather boa.
feather boa, yeah, he should be good.
They can put look like Pimp Aggie One Feather.
As part of a long rest, you can create a disguise. It takes 1 minute to don such a disguise once you have created it. You can carry only one such disguise on you at a time without drawing undue attention, unless you have a bag of holding or a similar method. And each disguise weighs 1 pound. At other times, it takes 10 minutes to craft a disguise that involves moderate changes to your appearance, and 30 minutes for one that requires extensive changes.
Yeah, spend the evening crafting, like the hour one crafting Erich up a disguise.
He drew a curly Q mustache on him. Good to go. And some glasses.
He drew some glasses.
Just chalk. But yeah, I'll do that and head off to bed.
Find yourself in a very comfortable chair in a large sitting room. Fire burning in the corner.
Oh god,
Oh god, the roof's on fire!
In the fireplace!
They usually don't put fireplaces in corners.
They do. Oh, this actually is. Technically, if you wanted to get into the specifics of this architecture, the corner fireplace, and technically you can see into further rooms on the other side of it, as it is a central fireplace designed to heat 4 separate rooms.
Nah.
Happy?
Well, Now I am.
But
Previously, I was.
at this point, you don't necessarily notice that detail. You're having a dream.
Yeah.
If you dive through it, you can go back in time.
You have no desire to do so.
Or you can go up to the Gryffindor common room.
Although at least now I get the joke. I'm not wearing that shirt today, though.
That's not my fault. I don't pick out your wardrobe.
I got a little too fat for that one. Just a bit.
That happens.
You sit there, smoking your pipe. Sounds of your children in the next room. It's cawing. And cawing. The sound of the children silences.
Oh God, you gave birth to ravens. I told you that bird didn't
The
like
dove
you.
flutters down and rests on your shoulder. You sit for a while as the fireplace slowly dies out. And awake with a start. You must get your day started.
Just saying, you had sex with a bird.
You are free to interpret that however you want.
The sound of the children was cawing.
It's not actually what I said, but okay.
What, it wasn't?
You heard the sound of children, and with cawing, the sound of the children silence.
No, you said you heard the sound of children cawing, cawing. The children go silent. His children are birds. That man had sex with a raven.
Or a dove.
No, the doves doesn't caw. They coo.
Yeah.
You can.
Although, admittedly, the dove was now on his shoulder, so he was getting his way there.
No wonder the crow flew off. I mean, maybe the bird was just flighty.
I don't know. What is that? Cuckoo?
Put my baby egg in your nest and watch it eat your babies.
Hey.
It doesn't eat the baby, it eats all the food the other babies are trying to eat.
Mhm.
Which really just means those birds are bad parents.
And can't tell the difference between birds.
What's the ones that kick the actual eggs out of the nest?
Murder cuckoos?
There's another bird that does something similar.
Nurse Ratchet?
So you're awake, and you know you have limited time.
Mm-hmm. So I get up, go find Erich, and put on his disguise.
The pair of you hear a knock at your door, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Pop, pop, pop. What do you want?
Nevermore.
It's early.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Shake and wait. Go over and open the door.
Say good morning.
Here, put on this dress.
Good morning, as he starts messing with your face.
I was using that face.
Yes, now I am. Can you also turn your cloak black?
It was hard to get it to look this way.
No, but it's a little...
What's
What's the word? Recognizable.
I'll just turn it like a solid green.
I don't know. Can you make it like reversible?
I made it solid green. I'm not going to
Yeah,
funnel it anymore.
that's fine. It doesn't have the giant spider on it anymore.
It's also not orange. It's purple with gold trim.
Yeah. Now it's just green.
So the three of you are up in the morning, getting ready.
Yep.
You're having a lovely sleep over there.
I know. I slept the longest, too. I went to bed hours before they did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Once we get out the street, start casting message at Bob. I know he's over there. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
How many times can you say wake up in a single message?
I don't know, but it's a cantrip and I have infinite.
You are,
You'd probably be within range of them.
150 feet. And I know he's up there, so I just go to the building and start whispering to Bob.
You hear a very obnoxious sound waking you up. It's the sound of Jimmy's voice. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
I do so.
Wake up. Do you say anything back?
Yeah, with my voice that I have.
Oh, you can't reply to this message.
Say what?
So you wake up, and now you have to basically probably get dressed, get up, get ready, grab your possessions, all the while continuing to hear him say, "Wake up, wake 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 up."
To be fair, it's like, wake up, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3
You wouldn't count with Mississippi's!
1 Underdark, 2 Underdark, 3 Underdark.
It's probably not the maybe he would, but...
So yeah, as soon as I walk out, I slap him across the face.
Oh no, I know that's coming. I dodge around.
Stop it.
Ciao.
Let's go.
And the streets are a little... So are you able to have a little bit...
I give him a flat tire.
Stuff's on the back.
Yeah, I know.
Every 5 steps or so. It's probably pretty annoying, huh?
It's a lot easier getting past the library, as there are much less people at this hour. But you can still see, maybe from what you see, a pair maybe of Drider working and examining things through the rubble, even at this hour. Still guards stationed around. What did you disguise him like?
An old woman.
Green cloak,
No, he disguised himself with a green cloak. You didn't do that.
yeah. Just a whole lot older of a full elf.
Okay, so
You shaved him?
Are you bearded?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm like, I didn't think so. I'm an elf. I can't grow face hair.
Elves can.
I don't think they can.
There's a whole
Candace
book about it.
disagrees.
I think any amount of elf just ruins it.
they might be able to get some patchy. I mean, they might be.
It's kind of like a white dude in a trailer park. Not a real beard.
But you in other words, you did not drow him.
No.
Okay.
We did not go with that operation.
Just because that would be more.
I don't think we should be doing blackface in this game.
It would be frowned upon, but
Also, I don't think I could color his hair white
Also,
with the tools I have.
I thought he was old already.
No?
He's like 40-something.
Yeah. Something around there.
I always imagined you in like your 70s and just
48.
being obnoxious.
Yeah.
I'm a lot older than I look. You see, back when I was a younger lad, I came across the Fountain of Youth.
Oh, you're a half-elf. We know why you look that way. Like, you're not a human. Or at least not fully.
No. That was the
Well, that's
point.
how it
That
got
was
to be a
the
half
trick.
elf.
That was the trick. The Fountain of Youth doesn't actually give you youth; it just turns you into an elf, thereby buying you extra years.
Wasn't your dad an elf? That's a coincidence.
Don't worry about it. Enjoy the story. Stop asking so many questions.
so do you go for the house, or do you wait in that alley?
Alley.
Someone's got to make a luck check.
Why am I in disguise?
Huh?
Because
I
you're
love
going to
that
be
you moved to do so.
One of the things that I wanted to do.
9. Wait, no. 3. 10.
Someone else may make a perception check.
No.
We all have horrible perception. Doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
17.
That's because in every other game it didn't matter at all.
You at least manage, as you're there, prepared with your, in that alley, to at least notice that someone leaving the house that is at least in question, in presumably business attire, possibly the individual he's talking about, is leaving and going out of another one of the alleys for the general area.
I pop out my familiar and tell it to follow it. Tell them to follow the person to give me an idea where he is.
Squiddles around. You have to kind of give him sort of a general direction to go until you can get close enough to see him. But otherwise, yeah, he seems to be going through one of the other alleys that leads out of this back area.
Alright, guys, we need to move.
Okay, we'll try to cut him off. It's like, I'll try to get him fast enough to get up to the alley he's going through to peek in to see if it's our guy.
You peek in. It is your guy. You're basically at this point standing face to face with him.
I'm walking around and going the way that the guy went.
Okay.
Like I'm walking out of my alley and I follow him into his alley. So he's going to turn around just to see a big old me in the way.
Come behind him, snapping.
Ha! Sleep. He surprised me. Sleep.
I think you have to make some rolls for that.
Yeah.
Roll 5d6s, I think.
5d8s.
Ah.
Very nice.
6, 7, 10, 14, 22.
And if you beat his hit points, he sleep.
Yeah, 22, 28, 36, 38, and 46.
And did he need a check of some sort? Or?
Is he an elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I had to beat his HP.
Well, remember, is he an elf?
Yes.
Do elves have the magically immune to sleep effects?
Oh, pretty sure, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like all of them. Basically. I have that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have immunity. I think I might only have resistance.
So in other words, you just had to beat his hit points?
Mm-hmm. I have advantage.
Let me make sure that that's not what they have, because that could be. Okay.
It's not
You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Ah, yeah.
Unless you're invisible, go! And nothing happens.
You do not have that advantage. What's the area? No, magic can't put you to sleep.
Really?
Advantage is against charmed.
Resist magic sleep. Yeah, I'm still immune.
Creatures within 20 feet of 40 points, so.
As it starts filtering off and collaterally.
Yeah. So, you successfully put Kalidan to sleep as he's walking up behind
There's
him.
no check.
No. I beat your HP.
Roll your HP, yeah. Am I there? Well, I wasn't falling super close.
It should just be the three of us in the alley.
Yeah, that's right. I think, yeah, both the three. How
Am
much
I
hit points does your thing have?
Me?
Nothing.
My familiar?
Yeah.
It's undead.
It's undead.
So can't you put to sleep either?
I
Pretty
would.
sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that in its tax bracket.
And isn't it that...
Eric had enough hit points.
amongst-
The idea, it's the person with the lowest. So if it could eat it up, you might be awake. Is what I was thinking.
Given that it doesn't affect him, it would hit the lowest being the familiar than you.
That's immune too.
Yeah, then you. And probably some people in these buildings, if they're not also elves.
It has 2 hit points, so that's not enough to eat too. It's not immune to sleep. It just doesn't have to sleep. But it would also be a sleep.
Yes, but that does not eat the other 44 HP worth of sleep.
So we're just following along, and all of a sudden there's this dude, and then Kalidan's behind him and falls down.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was following quite that closely.
If you're wanting to make sure that if he turned around, that he couldn't get out of the alley.
So, what does the alley... Is the alley a very, very short alley?
Less than 20 feet.
It's roughly about 45 feet, but with where he would have met him, you would have been...
Already
You wouldn't have been able to get out of the alley if I was standing at all the way at the opposite end of the alley.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Bob was saying, why did he go so far into the alley?
Because he didn't specify... Well, that's not that he did. I assume that he centered it around the guy that he was trying to target. And you would have been within 20 feet of him. Because that guy wasn't at the exit of the alley. He was still having just
You
been
said
in the
that he
alley.
popped his head around the alley and the guy was standing right in front of him.
No, I said the guy was standing right there. He could see him.
That's not the way you described it.
Yeah, I thought he was directly in front of me, hence the panic sleep.
No, yes, you are right there.
Okay,
It's not
so
like
but not
5
directly.
feet. That's...
But that's what you said.
Yeah, face to face is,
Face to face.
Space. That's why you gotta, when you're doing theater mind, you gotta list distances, man.
Make a luck check.
More importantly, like,
You get 15?
I got 18.
Then you are awake. You were far enough away. No. And I'm not seeing this necessarily as a combat situation yet, so no, I didn't list distances.
Well,
So, to be clear, we would go through. My purpose here is to talk to somebody, not to, like, give them a face full of lightning.
Yes.
we're supposed to try to threaten
It's
them.
one
into
of the
giving
two
us
things you do.
information.
Not the first thing, the other one. Face full of lightning being
What
the
is
first
the
thing.
components for that spell you just cast?
It's a cantrip?
Does he use spell component pouch?
That's not.
It's still verbal and somatic.
As he did obvious arcane mumbo jumbo.
Fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket.
Or a harmonic.
Guard!
Look around. Is there any guard?
Yeah, they're going to be coming. You have very little doubt of that.
Nuts.
Lightning?
No. Step into the alleyway, silent image a solid wall here.
Okay.
Keep moving past him. Going the other way towards Bob.
That's not number two?
Why?
Spell save DC?
Going to be 8 plus my stats, so 4 plus proficiency, so 14.
14. Yeah, as you move past him, he moves forward to the wall to interact with it.
I stay where I am and I just make it. Sometimes this city's weird. I'm just gonna play this off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not involved with these guys. I was just going to work. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
This
so
place is weird. Walls just popping out of nowhere. People just shouting,
Popping out of walls.
just shouting nonsense at you. This normal? Just look at the guy. It's normal.
He's looking around to the guards that are running.
Is it?
Hope it doesn't become such.
I totally am leaving.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, scattered.
I'm very much as you're standing there, he's sort of explaining. Magically created wall, some sort of magic. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but he was definitely mumbo-jumboing.
I kind of look at the guy.
Hmm?
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give a description that is very...
Make
that
a
is,
deception check.
that is accurate, but, not that accurate. He was about, he was like 4 to 6 feet tall.
I'm a very unreliable. He was 4 to 6 feet tall.
Natural 20.
He was 4 to 6 feet tall.
46. He's like, yeah, this is what he looked like, just like this. Yeah, and he was, I swear, he even had this, I don't know, he had some, like, sort of, like,
Distinctive
hand eye tattoo
mark?
going
Yeah.
on. Had these weird, distinctive tattoos.
I didn't notice, but I was kind of distracted by the situation.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been in a couple scraps of my own. You're such a... I've been in a
Wasn't
couple...
this the guy that couldn't roll above a 10?
Ah,
I don't know. Barding. Barding's what Austin has to do. He has to tell funny stories for rolls.
pays out. But yes, I'm going to pin this on the back now. The guy has hand and eye tattoos.
Oh God, it's one of the
Like,
terrorists.
I'm just saying it's a hand and eye tattoo. But guards, they know more. Why would anybody wear a tattoo of hands and
Make
eyes?
a persuasion check.
That was a deception. 10.
There you go.
They will keep it noted, but they give you no information
Oh,
beyond that.
I'm not trying to say...
I know, but you
I just
almost
know that-
got more information than
just-
you're trying to get.
Like, yeah.
But they, at most, you get the feeling that all of a sudden means something to him, and they're like, "Can you make sure to stop by, make sure we get a full report on it, actually in writing, and if you remember any
Over at the
details,
courthouse?
yeah, I mean, that could be more than just this isolated situation. We have,
Could do.
we have
Could do, not will do, but could. Physically capable of it.
Hey, man, Vecna blew up a library. Happens.
Do you say that?
No. No! I think it real hard.
Well, they're not telepathic, so that's fine.
I was like, huh, they're acting funny. I bet it was a library. It's the only other thing that's happened to roll around here.
As you stand
Well, to be
next
fair,
the
it's the
rubble
thing
of
that
the
literally
library.
they were working on when they heard the word guard being called.
Me back up. I already should have gone tonight. And I probably shouldn't have cast a spell that literally does not affect that creature.
Yeah, Vic probably just invited that dude out for a drink later.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, like, woo, this is a day, right? I guess you're going to work.
Of course.
Where are you working?
Down at Hobson's Mines.
Yeah, a lot of mine companies in this town, I've noticed. Had a bad run-in with a couple. Never with yours, though.
Sure.
Yeah, this is what we needed. Thank God we set up this perfectly, just as planned.
Excellent plan.
Just as planned.
Oh,
Now we'll get you in good with him.
oh, maybe.
Well, I mean, work that you're doing with needing mining operations?
Oh God.
Oh, you offering employment? Right now, I'm a little.
Well, I mean, if you'd had some issues with them, I was really just inquiring: are you looking to hire out a mine for? Are you needing resources?
Oh no, my matter's done. I needed not a large amount, just a bit of ore for this and that, and
minor.
the prices I was quoted and the prices I was delivered were not the same. And by the time it was delivered, I couldn't exactly renegotiate and didn't have time to pursue another company.
Oh,
Very unprofessional.
well, we're always looking for negotiating new business, and we'd always, if ever you find yourself in the need again, I'd always be glad to sit down with you. Get things ironed out. Obviously you have to be fair, and some of the competition has been a little underhanded. They think that as they get a little big for the riches, they can just do whatever they please.
Pry for more information.
Invite him out for drinks. Kidnapping him when he's drunk is easier.
Well, we'll try. I'm going to make a persuasion as I walk with them to work for a bit, and if it's good, I'm going to push it. But if I'm like fumbling the words and just not coming, I'm not feeling that inspiration. I'm not gonna push it. I don't want to alienate this dude thinking like.
But if you roll a 1, you think you're doing better.
I think I did great. I accept that. That's a 22.
You do all right.
Yeah. I was like, no, man. I'm not looking for anything right now, but maybe we could, maybe, you know what, maybe I'll take you out for some drinks, and we'll talk about some prices, because it's going to make me as much as next year before I'm really looking to buy again.
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, you just want to go out and talk. Admittedly, with whom I, working all the time, it's been quite hard. Maybe, whenever it works well for you, let us know, and I'll maybe be able to squeeze in a little time off work for a business meeting, and we'll talk.
And he's like, for a business meeting.
Well, I'll actually be out of town soon. You wouldn't possibly be free tonight.
If we
Don't even
make so the knowing also the as his business is struggling, you kind of get the fact that he's sort of working overtime and doesn't get to go out and have fun.
Yeah.
And so if you kind of get the feeling that he's just like, oh no, if I can get this covered, whatever.
Yeah, business expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go out.
Yeah, no, that's sort of set time.
Yeah.
You know, make sure he knows where office is. We'll meet there. So you can, if you want to see anything around there, we can show you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's Eric the story of this. Can we re-edit this to make this the plan? Can we just reshoot what happened at the beginning and avoid the obvious cut?
The plan was obviously just to get Eric in good with this guy.
Oh, and if you watch one of his
Impossible
videos,
blame
for
this
us to
random
get
mugging on
Starfades, we
Vecna.
have to gather $1,400 or something like that, and then we can start getting some Starfades in here.
It's stupid. No, I would hate
I
for
can
you to spend...
afford it.
Don't!
I
Please!
can
It
afford
is
it.
stupid!
I can make
the,
this happen.
The fact that that effect was only available for my editing software in a pack that cost that much was stupid. I was so upset to look at it, but I did look into it.
Just saying.
What else comes in that pack, or is it just...
Huge amounts of stuff. It's massive. But it's like the only place that I found that has a pre-made Starfade where I don't have to hand draw it.
No, I'm just thinking $1,400 Star Fade exclusive.
No. That is like one of the that's like in the subtext. It's like not even an important part, but it's the only place I found that has it.
I'm just saying, I can afford that.
Well, there you go.
You shouldn't.
You would be obligated to use the Starfade.
That's
just
why I said you
all
shouldn't.
the time.
You'd think so.
I'd be watching your videos, I'd just be like, no Starfade.
Every comment, no Star Fade.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll wait till our meet-emote time by going back to our tavern.
Okay.
So
you're free scattered.
Yeah. Secure.
Your hand is asleep.
I go.
You know what I mean.
The stranger.
Isn't it a bugbear? A dead hand?
Yes.
That's the only thing that'll fit it.
I go and pick it up and put it back in its portable dimension.
You can technically do that from a distance, but yeah.
Yeah.
I go to the door, just wait.
What door?
The dwarf that I work for now.
Oh.
This is my job. I work here. I didn't do anything bad.
Well, I mean, who picked up Kalidan? He was sleeping.
No, he walked out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Didn't happen.
There was lack of clarity in distances,
Yeah.
so I let it be up to a luck roll, which I think is
I'm fine with that.
reasonable way of... Yeah.
I totally was still going to complain if I failed. That was the plan.
I am familiar with you.
How dare you? How dare you?
Typical.
Know me.
I would never do such a thing.
What about you? He has now seen you twice.
Yeah. I can't do
Or has he?
Does Austin's description enough make him rethink his own? Yeah.
But you know that he has, at this point, that he has looked at you twice. So whether or not he's going to go with that or not, you're not positive.
Also, Austin is still in disguise.
Austin has to keep his disguise all day. Because Austin has a disguise meeting.
I don't see why looking like somebody else means I have to change my behavior.
Yeah, don't change your behavior. You're fine. I will swing by the street market, see if I can buy a new cloak.
Okay.
Buy a new cloak in a different color.
You get a haircut.
Yeah, you find yourself doing.
Take the
Cloak
coffee
is
glue to
strong.
your face.
When a bell rings as you enter. How may I help you?
Looking for a new cloak, and do you know where to find barbershop?
Of course, yes. What kind of cloak are you looking for? Rugged, dark, cloth or leather, maybe? Or
something water resistant.
Trays, barbers,
Let's
put on
go
your
with some
hair.
leather.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking for a nice dark color.
I look at mine, and it's like, let's go with the dark blue.
Like a bluish. Okay, we can see what we can do. I'll be right back. She sort of shovels around the back. You can sort of hear as she's going through some stacks of things. And she sort of she comes back with what is a rugged sort of leather that has some sort of
Sheen on it?
yeah, like blued sheen to it. They're like, well, hadn't had anyone that's wanted something like this for a while, but it was quite a bit of work to produce. We've only had limited success with these adding colored dyes to leathers, so we can part with it for a gold.
Negotiation for like 6 silver. Natural 20. So plus 4 plus persuasion, so plus 6, 26.
I think our last session we rolled really poorly, and this one we're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
It's like, 6 silver. Tell you what, have some extra change. I'll throw in another 8 copper with that.
Take my garbage.
you take away her. Okay.
It's like, I'm doing both sides of this negotiation.
Yeah, she pauses for a moment, and she thinks about it, and then you go up again, and she's like, yes.
I'm taking the 8 silver.
She pockets the copper.
It was only 6. It was like barely half of what she asked
That's
for.
a couple drinks.
Also, with the negotiation, you always be like, okay, you give me this and I'll give you this back, and it just confuses people. You can totally set prices wrong that way.
Just fast talk your way through it.
Yeah.
Or you could just be like, no, give me the money, and then I'll make your change.
No, but that's not how you confuse people in order to
Yeah, I know,
shortchange
but
them.
why would they just be like, no, you just give me the money?
They say no, that's not how this works.
Yeah,
give me the money,
that's what
and
you're
I give you
supposed
the
to
change.
do, but...
Sometimes.
But in the cartoons, I've watched me some Bugs Bunny.
So, by the way.
Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be an
earth-shattering kaboom.
It's a double entendre. Not just because it's earth-shattered because it's loud, because it's going to shatter the earth. It's a double entendre.
I never use that unless it's inappropriate.
Oh, double entendre, yeah.
Yeah, I've never used. I have literally never used that phrase
I think it still counts.
unless I was using it for something.
To be fair, that's what I said. What do you mean? Because I was trying to figure out how is that inappropriate.
Your minds are in the gutter. I mean, it has 2 meanings.
It's people would say dual meaning.
Yeah.
It's double entendre.
Yeah,
I think it still counts. I think it still counts.
I think
I
maybe
think it's only for
as written
inappropriate-
probably, but I don't think how that's typically used.
Yeah, I think it's only for inappropriate behavior.
And you'll get directions to. Okay, I guess.
I think it's just one of those things that's language-based contextually.
One of which is usually risque or indecent.
Yeah, I don't use
Mine
it for
scans.
anything other.
Mine scans.
Like I said, as written, you're probably fine, but
I am technically correct.
You're
Yeah,
doing
That's
wrong.
kind of correct.
I'll have them give me a shorter haircut and shave. I'm 50 and I have some facial hair and haven't shaved in like a month.
Sweetie, I think I know just what you need.
A couple more years.
She's a little older, but you don't necessarily think she's too picky.
No, good.
Just a little trim and a shave, then.
So you didn't get any trim while you're getting a trim?
No.
Now that's a double entendre.
You started this.
What?
You started it.
She took real good care of him? Or did he get out of there with just a close shave?
And we're done.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
3 copper.
Oh no, you just got rid of all your copper. Now you have more copper.
Okay, give me some of that copper back and I'll give you a silver, and then I'll give you 3 more copper, and then you'll give me the silver back, right?
I don't think he's going to negotiate when it costs us 3 copper. I think there's a point where he's like, I can't really go down.
Oh, he could have. She offered.
I just did not want you.
Yeah, she could have. He could have. She offered.
So what are you doing?
I was going back to the Tavern Inn.
Okay.
I imagine people will go back there.
Okay, yeah. Should I hanging out there?
Yes.
Until it's time for your meeting.
What?
Does this place have newspapers?
You can just
Not
go
to your knowledge, but your town does not have newspapers.
You can just go to the bathroom. You don't have to on the floor.
No, I was wondering. No, are there any? Are there any people who circulate the news in any way?
There seems to be some level of it. You've noticed
Just a town crier?
Not quite a town crier, because they're not verbal. But you have gotten sort of the opinion as you walk through towns that there are a few places where information is posted on solitary boards.
Okay.
Bob Ross.
I ask somebody and then I go and check it out.
Because everyone needs a friend. Lonely boards.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
They're not happy little boards.
Yeah, I got it.
This is truly the Underdark.
Beat the devil out of them.
Yeah. Not a happy little tree to be seen. Bob Ross's nightmare.
No, not one. Yeah, so okay, can we get away there?
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and check out the news board.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody around? Can I ask who maintains it?
Oh, there's they kind of say basically that some people are sent out from whatever offices, the government level.
I asked them, would they happen to know if there are any like archives of old events?
Never thought about it.
Okay. Then he's like, but there's an office that takes care of this?
Yeah, I mean, when they started describing it, and it's literally the same building that had both the job posting board in it and all that. So
I go down there.
yeah. It's like, oh, I've been there.
Okay, I go back to the legal.
Yep. Make a strength check.
Because I work here now. 13.
What were you doing? You were shaving and this. What from there? I didn't really take that too.
Yeah, go back to the inn, go up to my room, concentrate with my sword. Which of the 4 minor companies sabotaged Minor Mineco?
After all these days of investigation, you're like, screw it!
Well, my plans went into crap. It's like, it's fine. I'll get vague help.
The sabotage goes greater than you may think. But those with least in pocket have most to gain.
Didn't rhyme.
Rhyming thing.
Didn't rhyme. Didn't rhyme. No good. Do it again. Didn't
It
rhyme.
doesn't have to rhyme!
No good. Do it again. Didn't rhyme.
Rhyme was not part of the rules!
This is why I don't let anyone deal with the divine. I can't do rhymes either, Adam. You should take up that policy. No rhyme, no divine.
I like it. So, that one guy, probably in it. Maybe the cheating wife also in it. But those guys definitely have the most to gain. I mean, that's obvious from the financial structure and all that, but screw them. We could destroy that company.
Like, probably should not blow up the building, though. He
No.
seem a bit touchy about it right now.
Yes.
He walked past you and he went up to his room.
And then I'm
been up there for
an hour. Sorry, I didn't notice you. You're all looking different and stuff.
He literally made your disguise.
I sit down, wait for him to get done.
Yeah.
You make your way down to legal.
Alright. I go ahead and ask around and see if I can get information on looking for the news archives.
Persuasion.
10.
Well, that is sufficient enough to at least, you figure out, basically it's kind of known here, and you get sort of the not anymore is probably as best as you're able to get from someone.
They may have had that kind of thing in the library.
But library? Unless it's a dishonest fruit.
Library.
It's just a library.
Library.
Make another couple.
21 and 15.
You do a little bit better today. You still get the 3.
Yeah, nickel and dime.
I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
Yeah. And the 3 of you sort of spend your time at the tavern till it's time where you figure maybe...
Yeah, talk. I got a meeting with the guy. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about some stuff. I'm pretty sure somebody Vecna blew up the library.
Well, let's talk in private so we can just...
Well, you're Vecna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you blew up the library.
We'll go ahead and have like a little catch-up with each other just so we're all on the same information page.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure I convinced the cops that you are somebody else.
Cool. I went and got a haircut and new clothes
Also,
to make myself
tattoos.
He got handed eye tattoos while he was out too. See, this lady at the hair place knew exactly what he needed, and it was hand and eye tattoos. She just knew it.
some awesome shoes that vary my height between 4 and 6 feet tall.
My God, he was telling the truth. The guy really is 4 to 6 feet tall.
And that's a bad luck.
Well, if anyone has bad luck.
So what? It's time for meeting?
Yep.
Well, I'll go and have some drinks. Business meeting.
Yep.
Because business drunk means you're allowed to drive. It's kind of like being rich drunk.
No one drives here.
But you're allowed to.
Yeah, so yeah. Do you have somewhere in mind?
Well, no, I've only been to like 4 bars since I've been in town.
Oh, no. Really? Yep. Good new around here.
Yeah. We got in here shortly before that wave over at the library.
Wow. That put me a little bit of a disadvantage, to and from work and such, but it's really pretty terrible what happened, so I'll just be grateful that myself and my family were safe.
Especially
It'd be
since
devastating.
Russians are moving into the city.
So that's what we need to do. Go kidnap and ransom off his wife and family.
Like, after we take revenge?
No, that's the revenge. We ransom them off, then we just don't give them back.
No. We take his family and have each of them set up their own corporation so we can sue them instead.
But who knows if this guy turns out to be Liam Neeson?
He's just a bad parent. There's been 3 of those movies.
At some point you just gotta wonder, maybe it's me.
I forget what comedian made that joke, but it was a comedian.
So where are we going?
Taken 4, she's just on a leash.
He tries to feel you out for the level of the expense level of bar you're wanting to go to.
So not the 2 dive bars you've been in.
Yeah, somewhere actually.
Hey, what are you talking about? That one dive bar came with a free sleeping partner. On the house.
Also highly recommended.
Also, yes, very highly recommended. Did I tell you about this guard? He works over on the Eastern Gate. Looks like this. His name is this. He loves that bar.
I don't think anyone loves that bar.
Oh, yeah, no. He couldn't stop talking about how great it was.
Well, yeah, I'll have to find out more next time I see him.
No, that's his reputation now. This man loves that bar.
It's like, how do so many people know? That dude gets around.
And he won't
Just
shut
different
up.
disguises telling the same people again about how that guard loves that bar.
It's like, don't be ashamed, man. That's fine. It's like, people ironically are going to the bar now.
Gets renamed for him.
Dwarf gets a little bit of a reputation in there too.
Yeah, minor bar, because minor bars are major business.
Drop it.
Too far? Once was fine, twice no. I get 1 per game. Okay.
I'm like, well, I've got 10 gold I don't need.
Yeah, no. You go up to one on the queen size.
Pick money and go, I don't need this.
You're the kind of man that I want to make sure I'm doing business with.
See how you bought this huge bag of gold?
10?
According to my budget, I can spend 12 gold on food today.
Today?
My new best friend.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be best friends. We're gonna chat. We're gonna drink into the night.
Yeah, you end up at a bar with band and dancing show and such, and a well-attentive service.
Did you want to take this solo?
I didn't tell anybody I was going.
I'm working.
I wandered off in the evening.
I have a meeting.
I'm gonna have a meeting. Well, that's it. I told you I was having a meeting with the guy.
No, like, I have a meeting. Where? You really want me to tell you the story? No, you go have fun at your meeting. Don't be late.
Yeah, it's like, we know he's off doing that. It's like, he's fine. He's just going to get him drunk and pump him for information.
Okay. Well, we've got nothing better to do. Want to go and try to track down that lady that Minor Mind's having an affair with?
Sure. Just out and
I'm
go
just saying,
Batman.
I'm the only one working here.
Yes.
The only one working here.
What are you talking about? This is my job.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really good at this thing. That wasn't my job until yesterday.
Except for
You decided you wanted to be the bard sorcerer. Therefore, this is totally your job. I may be an actual bard, but that's not I'm not that kind of bard.
You're not that kind of player.
I'm not that kind of ninja.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you. And Jonathan, what's your goal here?
Well, I mean, I've heard he's had financial difficulties, but basically I'm trying to get a feel for, is he actually in that bad of a situation? And is he the kind of guy who would do something to get out of it? Because from what I'm seeing so far, it seems like he's just sort of the guy who just works to get out of it.
Make a. It's the thing where you're talking to people.
Persuasion?
That's the one.
16.
16. You strongly get a feeling that he would not. You also kind of get the feeling that you know that he knows that basically their company would like to merge with some of the property that because that's one of the ones I'm sure you bring up, and he'll bring up that they would like to merge with that company.
Minor Myco?
Yeah. Basically, they would like to absorb the smaller mines that into their larger major business kind of thing. They say, we're gonna have a much larger business here.
So basically, the Minor Mindco guy went around and went, "Oh, this mine's for sale? Why is it so cheap? Because it's small? I can buy like 10 of these for the price of one of the big ones. I could buy 10 of these for the price of one of the big ones."
Yeah.
It just wouldn't buy up all the Minor Mines.
Yeah. And you get the feeling that this guy really has no work or goals with it, but he's obviously also not the only person at his business that with it. And if you pry into it, you kind of get the feeling that he has gone with the I'm not asking questions.
Possible deniability, yeah!
Hey,
You kind of get the feeling that probably someone at his business, he kind of gets the feeling may have been involved with whatever was done there, and he is aware of. But at the same point, you kind of get the feeling that he's like, that's only been one of their mines at this point that's been hit.
Yeah,
it's the one that's closest to town. It could be anything, but.
Yeah. I was like, it's all business. I get it. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm satisfied with the amount of energy game. I'm just going to spend the rest of the night helping him unwind. We're going to chat up. We're going to get some band plays. We're going to laugh. We're going to help.
You're going to get him set up with a hooker and break up his marriage.
That's kind of what I heard when he said, and we're going to help him unwind, but I wasn't gonna pry.
I wasn't thinking that.
Oh,
You guys' minds are in the gutter.
Hey,
But I was.
don't look at
recording
me.
it.
I got plausible deniability. The best.
he hasn't said a word.
I've just been over here working, doing forging and whatnots.
How many checks have you made? 3?
3.
And you got your money back. Okay.
Yeah, I already got my money. You can
Just
give me
making sure
more.
I'm taking care of you. Just making sure I took care of you.
I appreciate that.
Another year, you'll be able to get your dark vision.
At this rate, I only have to work another 200 days.
But you also lose like 5 silver a day for expenses.
So you gotta count that in.
400 days.
Guy who can't talk got arrested for being loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
So what were the pair of you doing?
We're going to see if we could track down the lady that Minor Mind's having an affair with that complained about him.
Investigation check. You know, one of you, whoever you really wants to make it.
10, so 15?
15? No.
It's like we probably just go ask Miner, Mr. Mineco.
Do you go out and ask him?
Discreet.
Yes. We are very discreet about it, so tell him we have some leads so that
You're not supposed to talk to him at all in the building. He met us at the mine,
Oh, yeah.
where he's probably not.
Oh, no, I just leave a message. We want to meet
What,
him
like on
tomorrow.
his phone?
No, at his office, just leave a message.
You just walk into his office. Hey, can you leave a message? I'm working. What?
Oh, no, just in envelopes, like, we would like to give this to Mr. Co.
His last what?
You don't.
He didn't name it after himself.
No, he's totally Mr. Mineco.
You're an idiot.
My
You're an absolute
Mineco.
idiot.
No, like, his name's Company. Mr. Company.
No. Anyways, you you don't get the feeling that he has like a secretary, which that would necessarily go through. Whatever, if you actually walk into his office, most likely he's right there.
You're not supposed to meet with him.
I look different than usual.
So you just go in anyways?
No, if he's...
And by the way, his name was Regis Offermore.
Oh.
It should already be in your notes, because it was...
Let's see if I got it down.
What happens if they turn down his deal? Or just offer more? Just offers more?
It's like, is your makeup the last thing? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I gave him one. I'm pretty sure I decided he was important.
Well, in that case, if he's asked us not to meet him in his office, then I'll leave it alone.
Okay. At the same point, you get the feeling for who she was married to, but you'd have to, again, stake out an office and redo that.
Well, we'll gather back up the inn and share information.
Now
He seems to have a decent... you get there.
Yeah. Oh, I just, tell him I'm lying.
He can't really stay out too late.
Right.
There's a certain point where he took off, but he still can't show up home too late.
Sure.
Right, yeah.
No, yeah, then after that I'll go straight back to the inn.
Yep. And y'all, well, most of you, do you show back there?
I go back to mine.
So yeah, so you don't meet up with them.
No, my rooms are cheaper.
No, they aren't. Mine's free.
As you've just been sleeping in Ryan's room.
Yeah.
The room is still the same expensive price.
No, it's 0. 0 copper, 0 silver, 0 gold. No platinums or electrums.
They didn't even make you give him one of them iron coins.
I still have 10 of those. They will come in handy.
The Iron Queen.
If I remember them. So far I've remembered them, so that's at least possible.
Right.
But otherwise, meet back up. You exchange information.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our one guy we've been tailing is completely clean. Though I'm basically certain that mine, not him, were the ones who bugged the Mighty Mine Co. They appear to be trying to devalue the other company's stock so they can more easily acquire their assets and perform a merger. Well, I don't know. I heard those words.
That being said, you make your way off to sleep. And that's where we're going to end today. Gain, let's call it 500 experience. What does that do for y'all?
Well, given that 80 would have leveled us, 500 puts us over.
Assumed as much.
What does it give us 2?
No.
I hope not. So, what does that put you? Is it
31,
level
20.
4? Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Level 4. And thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Bye.